So, okay, so over there, they have 150 poles, but you don't always want to aim at them because you can see, like, it'll probably be there, and then it kind of aims you left. But if you see right here, this is 9 fairway, and there's a gap right there. You just can't miss left, so you'd want to hit something. So that's 243 to the end of that, I'd leave you 145. But, like, to eliminate the left side, you got to be a little bit more conservative off the tee, depending on how you're feeling. But you just want to hit there. That'll leave 137 quick, and then we can. And then, okay, so let's move that up to about there. So you just can't miss left here. So yeah, and then you can reach that if you hit it good and it goes right. It's pretty wide, but I mean, it's early. If it's early in your round, I wouldn't. I don't know. Just depending on how you feel, you could hit like a hybrid out there, and then lay up. Just make sure you lay up short of these bunkers, because up here around the green, this left side kicks way down, right? So, yeah. But if you take driver, I mean, you got to kind of squeeze it in there.
Yeah. Within 200, I might hit it just barely past those bunkers, because it all will kick towards it.
Yeah. So then this one kind of has a like a spine in the green right there where that flag is. So you kind of got to segment it to like 2 different greens. Like this is a front. So if the pin's there, then I'd want to miss somewhere like in here. But then if the pin's back here, you could take more club. And you take more club and go at it, but you're going to clear this stuff that kind of ends like right there. But you just don't want to. Yeah, and that'd be an easy chip. So then on 4, move it up a little bit. So you just want to double check these yardages because 18 birdies, I'm not sure. But you want to just hit something that goes to like right there, and it's like 18 birdies says it's like 23-yard downhill. And that's the thing, a lot of Texas juniors don't have experience with like undulation. So are you playing a practice round? Yeah, so do you have slope on your rangefinder?
No.
Okay, so just kind of pay attention to that. But it's different for everyone depending on how high you hit it. The more high you hit it, the more it's probably going to carry. But if you keep it a little lower, it's not going to carry. It's not going to be as affected, but it's still going to affect you. But and then you just can't miss left on this approach because that kicks down left. So that green's really long too. So then if we go to 5, this is like a risk reward hole. So it's going to have you like there, but it squeezes in pretty tight, like up here. So
I think this one I almost drove.
Yeah, you can drive it. Yeah. So if you feel confident about it, then drive it. But you don't want to wait. If you're not 100%, then I would lay it back to whatever wedge distance you like.
Because those first 5 holes I think it's typically down on those.
Yeah. So and this is telling us the wind's 13 into us right now. So if we move that up a little, it'd be right about there. So this one, you can run into this stuff pretty quickly. So, I don't know what it's doing. So you just want to pay attention to what you're hitting off the tee and try to keep it, because at 250, see how narrow it gets. Unless you're feeling, I mean, you could do that, but I would just hit it to like maybe here. And so you take that bunker out of play and that out of play. 7 is not my favorite hole.
7's tough.
Yeah, because you got to lay up to around there in 240, and it's a little. I don't think it's uphill off the tee. I think it's uphill on the second shot.
I think it's downhill off the tee.
Yeah, me too. But then it's hard because you can't see the flag. But there's so that's just what it is. There's no, so now if we go to 8.
Tough one.
Yeah, so I might put it either there or there, but we'll say it's there. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of got to divide the green down the middle, like because there's just kind of a spine there and a little hump in the back where this pin is right here. But try to keep it left of the hump and a little shorter because the green runs out. And I mean, you can run the bushes kind of quick, but you got to carry it a little further to that right pin. But just kind of keep it on the right side of that hump. If you're, yeah. So it's probably because like 11 back up the hill is really uphill. So that's quite a bit downhill. I don't know why it says playing like 335 because downhill. And this, like once you get past this bunker, if you have to go that way, it's really steep down into it runs out pretty quick. So you want to be really conservative. And you don't want to try to cut anything off because, I mean, I guess you could try to like hit it over that bunker and fit it in there, but I'd either go like, I mean, it's almost like a 240 shot either way. And you have 250 if you go out down that fairway, 260. And you only have like 200 if you go that way. So then 10's pretty simple if that pin's over there. I mean, you just I would play it out to the, like towards that flag they have there anyways. And it's not, but you can kick off those hills down to the left. So you just got to play it over here either way. So let's move that. So this, I mean, you might be able to run into that. Yeah, 290, probably 300.
This was a pretty wideness to the left.
Yeah, as long as it's not OB, I don't think it is. I would just ask, but there's no reason to go left because you only, I mean, and just make sure you don't hit it like more than like 295. Obviously, you want to be more down this side for a better view of the green, but it's not the end of the world if you're there. This one's tricky, so if we go there, so to the fat part of the fairway, it's only 215.
And there's a giant hill that.
Yeah, so you could try to like a stinger or a low like 2-iron. As long as you get it to like there, it's going to run down to there.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to try to hit driver and carry it to there because you got all these bushes. And then this green is just really, it's a little uphill approach. So like, I don't know, this is off because this plays uphill, I think. It goes downhill off the tee. And I feel like it's a little uphill approach if you lay up. This one, so you can run into the stuff on the right. It's pretty wide, but if you go like on this line right here, you're gonna run into that stuff on the left. So I might be like a hybrid and just leave it, you know, like right there.
I hit 3 wood and I ran all the way down left of the green.
Yeah.
It was strong wind.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hitting it good and it's downwind, so like today it's down right to left, pretty good. So you could, if you're feeling it, go at it, but just be cautious of that. This one's a little tricky too. So we move it there. Then, so like 226. Oh, I think it's saying because of the wind, that's why it's saying the play's like is a little off.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just a really narrow one, and if you tug it, it could kick off that left slope. So you just want to make sure you're kind of on the right a little bit. 15. This is easy to run through into that junk, especially from that tee. And so I'm not a fan of these par 5s, but it's like 250. But if it's for, just kind of see what the conditions are, and then that plays way uphill. But when you lay up, most time you got to lay up, then lay up. So you want to just lay up like right there, short of that, somewhere in here, around 100, and then it's going to play uphill to that green. And then 16, you just got to be, that right kicks down into there pretty easily. So yeah, you just kind of keep that in mind. 17 is pretty far downhill, so you're from this tee, you'll probably, just check the wind, check the yardages, put notes in your yardage book so that, like, you know, the elevation change kind of, because when you're in a tournament, sometimes, like, we overlook things, but just so you have a reminder. So that's too nice. I mean, it's into the wind, but this is downhill. You just got to basically carry this thing. But there's a ton of room, right? But I see so many people go over there when there's no reason to. When you got all this, that's number 11 there, and that approach is just uphill. So then 18, this one you can get into trouble too. But so depending on the wind, how you feel, but I mean, if you hit your little cut, I mean, you can run into this if it doesn't cut, depending on the wind. So it's best just to kind of hit it there because the range is over here, and then you got that stuff over there. So it's kind of like over, if you want to be conservative, like right there, and then and then the green is what it is.